Hey YouTube, out here with Karen at our favorite bench. Our second bike ride this week.
Hi.
As a matter of fact, it's probably the second one in a couple of months. We've been doing the UTV and the camping thing, but we're at home now and probably going to be until end of, well, we might be able to go somewhere for 3 weeks between July and my next appointment with the VA, but no guarantees there. We have a kid that lost their job, so a lot of our vacation money is going to keep them living. But Karen's got 36 miles on her bike now. Second battery charge. Uh, haven't changed her shifter for her yet, but that's coming soon. I have to get a cable. The bikes are so long that the standard cable that comes with the bikes is that comes with the shifter is like a couple feet short, and they're pretty long. You really have to order a tandem cable to get one that you know is going to be long enough for the shifter. I charge the battery. I've been experimenting around with what I can use to charge the batteries. We've got a couple of power stations. Some of you call a solar generator, but I don't think that's the correct term. It's power station. Uh, I figured since it was a 2 amp charger that it would use 220 watts of power to charge the battery, but in all actuality, it only uses about 25 watts. Even most power stations that you buy that have a 110 plug-in can manage that. Now, whether or not they have the capacity to charge the bike to full is another thing, because it takes the X Premium, if it was completely empty, would take one charger 10 hours. You know, 5 hours per charge if they're completely empty. Don't think we've ever ran them empty, but you usually still takes 3 or 4 hours to charge the battery. Oh, it's been pretty warm and humid. We finally got some rain. Stuff's starting to grow again. But I'm going to do another video today or tomorrow where I show you what you can use to charge your bike if you're out boondocking, out camping, or just somewhere where you don't have 110 power and you want to get a second ride or a longer ride. Imagine if you really wanted to, you could carry the power station and stop at a restaurant, eat a long lunch, and charge the battery up some that way too.
Let me scooch next closer
You
to
know,
you.
we're both in the camera. The
Oh,
whole bench is.
sorry, I wasn't ignoring. I was ignoring you, but I was sending a email to my sister. She just emailed me, so well, not emailed, Facebook messaged.
Oh.
So
Yep. So we haven't done any. The only modification I did to the bike was I turned the seat clamp around so that I could move seat closer to her handlebars. But the bike is longer than her previous bike by quite a bit. I'd say probably a couple inches.
yeah, it feels huge to me. One,
He,
because it weighs so much, and two, because the seat's so much further from the handlebars. I've been having some issues with carpal tunnel. The last ride we went on, was that yesterday? Day
no,
before yesterday. He put the handlebars a lot higher for me, and that's helping, so I'm not putting weight on my hands like I was.
I would say normally you wouldn't have a problem with that, but she crochets all the time, so she already has carpal tunnel. and between the two, they probably aggravate each other quite a bit. But the bike is way too long. The length of the bike would be my guess for somebody in the range of 6'7", maybe 6'8". Now the standard electric step through is too long too, to a point, but it's more manageable than this is. And the bike is heavy. She even says it feels heavy to ride. Even another example is I can ride on touring, which is the next to the lowest level on my bike, and I can make her have a workout on 3.
Yeah.
She
Like he just
weighs
was.
she weighs 22 pounds less than me. Yeah, if you haven't noticed, she's lost a bunch of weight. She's doing the
I've lost
Ozempic.
17 pounds in, I just figured it up too. 11 weeks, I think it's been.
Well, maybe she doesn't weigh 22 pounds, but she weighs about 20 pounds less than me. But the bike, she has to ride it in 3 to make it feel comfortable.
And I'm not doing the Ozempic for the weight loss. I'm doing it strictly because I need to get my blood sugar down. My blood sugar went way high.
This winter.
Yeah, this winter, and
Yep.
didn't know it until I went for a yearly checkup, and they went, "Whoa!" So
Yeah, we're pretty sedentary during the wintertime. Hardly do anything at all. My hands and arms are so bad now that I don't even want to do leather working. I got a standing order for some flashlight holders that I haven't even started on. I have the stuff to start them on. Well, yeah, I think I have the stuff to start them on. I think I have the leather. It's just that my hands, the more I use them, the more this one shakes. So, Karen put bug dope on.
but he hasn't.
I haven't. It would make sense to carry our thermocell on the back of one of our bikes, and then we could just sit here and not have to worry about the bugs. But they're packed up in our camping gear. And once you start taking stuff out of your camping gear, you forget it.
We forget it.
Yeah,
We're
you
old.
it never makes it back in. And I'm finding that once I pack up our stuff for our tent camping, I just need to leave it alone, just because it makes, when we're ready to go camping, it makes it that much harder to get ready. Instead of just putting food and clothes in, then you're trying to remember everything that you took out of the camper and everything that needs to go back in. And
And it
then,
makes it too stressful, and it's no fun then.
yeah, so we actually should just start putting clothes in the camper, but it's with the weather where we go camping, it's
You never know if you're going to need shorts or long pants or sleeveless or sweatshirts.
Yeah.
It changes that much that fast.
she definitely has enough clothes to fill the camper up, but me, I would end up having to buy some clothes just to put in there.
If my daughter doesn't borrow them all. They come to our house and stay because it's like a vacation for them. And when we're gone, and this last time, she said, "Yeah, I didn't even bring any clothes. I like your clothes, so I just wore yours." So then we had, of course, twice as much. He does the laundry, twice as much laundry to do. So I think we're going to have to put a stop to that.
Yeah, they don't appreciate it. They come up with excuses why they can't do the same stuff that I have to do. You would think that they're the 60-year-olds and we're the 30-year-olds. Yeah, other than that, bike wise, we haven't been doing much. I finished the last electrical thing to get the UTV street legal. I put the license plate light on today, and then just tires. And I think we probably could have did the tires already, but I don't want to compromise. I don't want to buy a tire that won't go the places that we already go. So I'm trying to find a tire that's street legal, which means it's going to be a light truck tire to do everything that I want it to do. Because in Michigan, it has to be a DOT approved tire to be UTV. I mean, to be street legal. After that, it's pretty simple. Go to the police department, do spend I think it's $50 for the inspection. Fill out a form. Officer signs it. You take it to the Secretary of State along with your title and your proof of insurance, and they issue you a home. I think they call it home built title and a license plate. Then I can go anywhere my car can go, which in around here would be an advantage if we wanted to just go down a dirt road or somewhere like the nearest UTV trails for us are 50 miles away, which I don't think I would drive the UTV 50 miles to the trails.
No,
Nah,
I wouldn't want to.
not unless it was a whole lot quieter after we changed the tires, because I don't, nah, it'd be, maybe in the fall time, it'll do 62 miles an hour, but that's limited by the factory. The factory limits it to 62.
Yeah, I wouldn't want to take it out on an expressway.
Well,
Can you even take it out?
yeah, if it's got a
Wow.
license plate on it, as long as you can meet the minimum speed limit on the expressway, which is 55.
I'd be afraid of an accident, rocks hitting you. I don't know. It scares me
Okay.
going that fast on the UTV. You don't have a lot of protection in it.
It's probably as sturdy as a car is. The only difference is you just don't have any doors on it.
I don't think it is.
Yeah, I think so. I seen the bottom pan, the skid plates off of it, and they do build them pretty strong because they know people are going to take them out and not be gentle with them.
Yeah, he's not gentle.
See,
I get so many scratches from sticks. I get slapped in the face, slapped in the leg when he goes too close to trees. Of course, he always misses his side.
she that's because she thinks that, but I get hit by trees all the time too. Mud, trees.
He can't tell the distance between me and the tree, but he can tell the distance between him and the tree. So,
Yeah, we've got even this last trip we were up in Paradise. No, we were in Newberry, but we were in Paradise too. We spent 7 days up there, and we ran into mud trails mud holes that were still too deep for us to go through. We ran into a guy on the trail, and he stopped us because just went through the mud hole, and he said that it was halfway up the doors in his UTV, and his doors did not stop the water from coming in. So he said everything in the UTV got wet.
including his son's cell phone, which was sitting on the seat. And it was just a miracle that we ran into this guy, because it was 2 days prior to this, we'd been on that trail, and he's like, no, I'm not going to try it. And he turned around. And then this time he's like, yeah, let's try it. I think we can do it. And I'm like, I don't know. I really don't want to. I'm scared, And so I'm praying the whole time. Please don't let us get stuck if we go through this trail, or let us meet somebody or something. And it was probably not even 250 feet before we got to the mud hole that this guy said stop, stop. Are you going to go through that mud hole up there? And we said, well, yeah, we thought we would. We saw it the other day and we turned around and he said, well, turn off your engine. Let me tell you something. So thank the good Lord. We saw him and we turned around.
I think our vehicle's a little taller than his was, but we still would have ended up with mud in probably
Our pants.
on our pants. You know, the problem with some of those mud holes is they're not very big, but what happens
Yeah, he wants to get you.
is the trucks and cars go through it, and of course they go through it, and it just makes deep ruts, and you can't see them when the water's brackish. So
You got a lot of them around you. You should either spray or we should head out.
yeah, I think we'll head out. We talked long enough. So the only thing we got to do to Karen's bike still is I need to get the shifter on it, and like I said, I need to order another cable or go to a bike shop and get a cable. But other than that, we haven't done much to it. I need to do a trail adjustment on the derailleur because it's slipping a little bit.
Yeah.
But I'll post this when I get home. If you have any questions about the 20-minute talk we had, or
But I am loving the bike. I've gotten used to it finally. I've got enough miles on it, and got it adjusted enough right now that I'm very glad that I traded it in. Well, didn't trade it in, but I'm very glad that I got it to replace my other two bikes.
so like, subscribe. Any questions, put them in the comments. There is a forthcoming video either today or tomorrow of me showing you what I use to charge the bikes if we were boondocking, and how many watts it requires to charge it. So
Oh, one more thing I want to add here. If you need any crochet, I have tons of animals done, and I'm now doing water balloons. They're called reusable water balloons. It looks like a little balloon. It's done out of a really thick yarn. You soak it in a pail of water and you toss them. The
soak it in
kids have
toilet water, throw them at
No.
the kids.
The kids have a blast with them. So we are trying to help our daughter out and her wife a lot financially. Her wife got injured and hasn't been able to work for 4 weeks or 6 weeks, and now she's got another 4 weeks at least that she's going to be off. So we've been trying to help them out. So look me up on Facebook if you would. It's Karen Mays, MAYS. I post everything when I get it finished. I post a photo, I post the price, and yeah, either you pick it up in Belding or pay for shipping, and I would love to see you come and look over my things and see if you're interested in anything, or if there's anything that you need that I don't have finished. Let me know that too, and I will be glad to make it. So God bless. Take care. Talk to you later. Bye-bye.